Let me ask you something personal. You wake up one morning, walk into your kitchen in your slippers, flip on the light, and there they are, a long, winding trail of ants marching across your counter like they own the place. And the worst part? This isn't the first time. You've sprayed them, squished them, wiped them away, and by the next morning, they're back. Every single time. Now, here's what nobody ever told you, and this is the part that changes everything. Killing ants is actually making your problem worse. That's right. When you kill ants, they release a chemical signal that calls more ants to the scene. You're not solving the problem, you're sending out an invitation. But what if I told you there's a smarter way, a gentler way, a way that makes ants pack their tiny little bags and leave your home on their own overnight without a single drop of poison? Seniors all across America have been using these simple, natural tricks for decades, and today I'm going to walk you through every single one of them, step by step. By the time this video is over, your ant problem will be history. So stay with me, because the very first trick, it's sitting in your kitchen right now, and you had no idea it was your most powerful weapon. Part 1, why ants keep coming back and what's really going on. Before we get to the solutions, you need to understand something that most people never think about. Ants are not randomly wandering into your home. They are following a map. Every ant that walks across your floor is following an invisible trail made of something called pheromones, chemical signals left behind by the scout ant who found food or water in your home first. That scout went back to the colony and essentially said, "Hey everyone, I found a buffet. Follow me." And they do, by the hundreds. So when you spray a cleaner and wipe the counter, you might kill a few ants, but if you don't eliminate that invisible scent trail, more ants will keep following the same path, night after night, week after week. Here's the key, and burn this into your memory. You don't need to kill ants, you need to erase their map and block their entry. Do those two things, and they will find somewhere else to go. Simple as that. Now let's get into the good stuff. And trust me, hack number 1 is going to surprise you. Hack number 1, white vinegar, the map eraser. Here's what you're going to do tonight. Go to your pantry right now and grab your white vinegar. Mix equal parts white vinegar and water in a spray bottle. That's it. That's your entire recipe. Now spray it everywhere you've seen ants. The counter edges, the windowsills, the baseboards, the floor near the trash can. Spray it generously and let it air dry. Do not wipe it up. Here's the magic that's happening. White vinegar completely destroys those pheromone trails we talked about. It's like taking an eraser to their map. The ants come back, they can't find the trail, they get confused, they turn around, and they leave. Now I know what some of you are thinking. Won't my house smell like a salad? The vinegar smell fades within minutes for humans, but for ants, that disruption lasts for hours. Do this every evening for 3 nights in a row, and you will see a dramatic difference. But here's the thing, erasing the trail is only half the battle, because if ants can still walk through cracks and gaps in your home, they'll just make a new trail. So the next hack is all about building a wall they absolutely will not cross. Hack number 2, cinnamon, the invisible force field. This one sounds almost too simple to be true, but it works so well that once you try it, you'll never go back. Ants hate the smell of cinnamon. Not just dislike it, they physically cannot tolerate it. The compound in cinnamon, called eugenol, overwhelms their sensory system. It's like walking into a wall of smoke for them. They stop dead in their tracks and turn around. Here's exactly what you do. Take ground cinnamon, the kind you already have in your spice cabinet, and sprinkle a thin line along every entry point in your home. Window ledges, door thresholds, the crack where your wall meets the floor, any gap you can find near the kitchen, even around the legs of your trash can. You can also soak cotton balls in cinnamon essential oil and place them in the corners of cabinets, under the sink, and along baseboards. These little cotton balls act like tiny force fields, and they last for days. The best part? Your home smells absolutely wonderful. Your grandchildren will walk in and think you've been baking. Now, cinnamon keeps them from entering, but what about the ants already inside? That's where hack number 3 comes in, and this one works while you sleep. Hack number 3, Dietimmacous earth, the overnight solution. This is the one that seniors have been calling a miracle, and once I explain how it works, you'll understand why. Dietimmacous earth, you can find it at any garden center or hardware store, very inexpensive, is a white powder made from fossilized microscopic organisms. It looks completely harmless, and to you, it is harmless. You can touch it, breathe near it, it poses no danger to people or pets. But to an ant, it is absolutely devastating. On a microscopic level, diatomaceous earth has razor-sharp edges. When an ant walks through it, those edges cut through the ant's protective outer layer, causing it to dehydrate and die within hours. You don't see it happening. You don't have to do anything. You just go to sleep, and by morning, the trail is gone. Here's how to use it. Sprinkle a light, thin layer along baseboards, behind appliances, under the sink, and at every point where you've seen ants entering. You don't need a thick pile. A thin dusting is enough. One important tip: keep it dry. Diatomaceous earth loses its effectiveness when it gets wet. If you clean the floor or it gets damp, reapply it. And here's the exciting part. Diatomaceous earth doesn't just work on ants. Cockroaches, silverfish, earwigs, all of them are affected the same way. You're essentially ant-proofing and pest-proofing your home at the same time. But wait, we've erased their map, blocked their entry, and eliminated the ones already inside. So why do new ants keep scouting your home in the first place? That answer is coming up next, and it's something most people completely overlook. Hack number 4, the food trail secret most people miss. Here's a hard truth, and I say it with kindness. Ants are in your home because they found something worth coming back for, and very often it's something you didn't even know you left behind. A single drop of honey on the side of the jar, a few crumbs under the toaster, a sticky ring on the shelf where the syrup bottle sits, a tiny splash of juice near the trash can. That's all it takes. To an ant, that is a 5-star restaurant. So here is what you're going to do, and this is so important. Every single evening, wipe down your counters with that vinegar solution we talked about. Store all sweet items, sugar, honey, syrup, jam, in sealed containers or inside the refrigerator. Wipe down the outside of bottles and jars before you put them away. Empty your trash can every night, especially if it contains food scraps. And here's the one everyone forgets: behind and underneath the stove and refrigerator. Crumbs and drips accumulate there over months and years, completely hidden. Pull those appliances out once a month and give that area a good wipe down. When you remove the food source, you remove the reason for ants to be there. It sounds simple because it is simple, but combined with everything else we've covered, this step is the one that makes your results permanent. Now, I've got one more hack that most people have never heard of, and when I tell you what it is, you're gonna laugh, but it works absolutely brilliantly.
Hack number 5, coffee grounds, double duty defender. Don't throw away your used coffee grounds. I'm serious. Those damp, spent grounds sitting in your coffee maker every morning are one of the most underrated ant repellents in existence. Ants are repelled by the strong, acidic scent of coffee. It confuses their navigation and drives them away from any area where you scatter the grounds. Here's exactly how to use them. After you brew your morning coffee, let the grounds dry out completely on a paper towel. Then sprinkle them around the base of your home outside, along the foundation, near doorways, around any cracks or gaps in the exterior wall. You can also place small dishes of dry coffee grounds near indoor entry points. But here's the double-duty bonus. If you have a garden, ants hate coffee grounds in the soil. Scatter them around your flower beds and garden borders, and you'll protect your outdoor space too. And unlike some of these other methods, you're producing coffee grounds every single day for free. This is a zero-cost, zero-effort solution that just fits right into your daily routine. Now let's talk about a situation that many of you may be dealing with, and that's ants that seem to be coming from inside the walls or from an outdoor colony close to the house, because for those situations, there's one more strategy you absolutely need to know. Hack number 6, peppermint oil, the scent they cannot survive. If you only buy one thing after watching this video, make it peppermint essential oil. It is cheap, it smells incredible, and ants find it so overwhelming that they will not cross a barrier made with it, period. Mix 10 to 15 drops of peppermint essential oil into a cup of water in a spray bottle. Shake well. Now spray this along every windowsill, door frame, and baseboard in your home. Pay special attention to the kitchen and any bathroom where you've seen ants. You can also place a few drops directly onto cotton balls and tuck them into corners of cabinets, under the sink, and inside pantry shelves. Here's why this works so powerfully. Peppermint contains high levels of menthol, which disrupts the ants' ability to communicate through scent. Their entire social structure depends on scent communication. Take that away and the colony falls apart. Ants near the peppermint barrier become disoriented, can't follow signals, and retreat. Your home will smell like a spa. Your guests will compliment you on it. And the ants? They'll be gone. Reapply every 3 to 4 days or after mopping or cleaning. Consistency is the key. Hack number 7. Seal the entry points, the permanent fix. Everything we've talked about so far works beautifully, but if you really want to solve this problem permanently, and I mean for good, you need to spend one afternoon going around your home and sealing every crack and gap you can find. Get a tube of caulk from any hardware store. It costs just a few dollars. Walk slowly around every room, especially the kitchen and bathroom. Look at the base of the walls. Look at where pipes come through the wall under the sink. Look at the gaps around window frames. Look at the space beneath door thresholds. Anywhere you see a crack, a gap, or an opening, seal it. This takes maybe 1 hour total, and it pays off for years. Combined with all the natural repellents we've discussed, sealing entry points means ants simply have no way in. Think of it this way. The repellents are your army. The sealed cracks are your fortress walls. Together, they are unstoppable. So let's bring it all home. Here's your simple overnight action plan. Tonight, mix your white vinegar solution and wipe down every surface where ants have been. Sprinkle a line of cinnamon along every door and window. Place coffee grounds around your home's foundation outside. Spray peppermint oil along your baseboards and windowsills. And dust a thin layer of diatomaceous earth along the baseboards inside. Then go to bed. Sleep peacefully. And in the morning, check those spots. You are going to be amazed at what you find, or rather, what you don't find. These tricks work because they work with nature, not against it. They don't just kill a few ants, they change your home's entire environment so that ants simply don't want to be there anymore. They don't send a chemical distress call, they don't invite more ants, they just quietly, effectively, permanently solve the problem. You've spent years battling these tiny invaders. Tonight, that battle ends, and you win. If this helped you, share this video with a neighbor, a friend, a family member who's been dealing with the same frustration, because everyone deserves a clean, peaceful, ant-free home. And now, you know exactly how to make that happen.